Hello everybody, welcome back to the Bad Bookers Wrestling Podcast. My name is Jack, and today we are reviewing SmackDown Live. SmackDown Live, which I thought the first, 45 minutes or so were quite fun. Were quite, I quite enjoyed it, the first 45 minutes, and then it got quite dull, and unlike SmackDown Live, it got crap, basically. Enjoyed the first kind of third of it. The other 2/3 of it, crap. Absolutely crap. So we'll jump straight into it. First point of action we took tonight, Charlotte Flair came out and delivered this kind of like cocky heel promo about her attack on Ronda Rousey, kind of like bragging about it, but it was kind of like a Ric Flair promo as well. It was like mad energetic promo. She was throwing in woos in there, like in the middle of sentences, and I really liked it. It was a proper good promo. The crowd were behind Becky. Well, they were behind Becky as well, but they're behind Charlotte completely throughout, loving every minute of it, feeding off Charlotte's every word. And like I said, she was bragging about what she did to Ronda. She was saying she's fought against Becky. She's fought with Becky, and on Sunday she fought for Becky, and Becky told her that she wanted her to give Ronda the beatdown that she would have done, that Becky would have done. And Charlotte said she took that to heart and she did what she thought was right, and she wouldn't have done it any other way, which I just thought was fantastic delivery, a fantastic promo. Paige came out after this and then said, yeah, we all enjoyed you beating up Ronda, and you know what, we'd probably all like to see it again, but you attacked 5 officials, therefore I'm fining you £100,000, which it was like, okay, okie dokie. And then the Iconics came out and went, are we going to get that money? Can we get that money? We want 100 grand. And Charlotte was like, no, but I'll make you look like Ronda Rousey though. Let's have a fight. And it was just like, okay, rightio then. So we had a match between Charlotte Flair and Billie Kay, I believe it was first. Charlotte Flair and Billie Kay. It was a 5-minute match. Charlotte Flair won quite convincingly, as you expected. But then as soon as the match finished, Charlotte got a microphone and went, I'm not really done here. Peyton, you want to fight? You want to jump in? Jump in the ring with the Queen? And Peyton Royce was like, not really. Not really. And then in the end, it was like during the ad break, and on the ad break it had the wrestling in the small box and the ad break on the big box, so you could see what was happening. During the ad break, the match started, and this was another 5-10 minute match, but this time it ended in a no contest, a DQ, because Billie Kay attacked Charlotte from behind, but it wasn't to last, as Charlotte beat down both the Iconics and asserted her dominance, if you will, as this badass heel. So it looks like they're making, well, they've already made Becky a badass heel, or an anti-hero, whatever you want to call her, and now it looks like they're going to put Charlotte into that same category. So I don't see it as Charlotte taking Becky's spot. Particularly, I see it as they're building Charlotte and Becky to be the same kind of character. So when the 4 horsewomen finally reunite, there's a common theme going on, if you get my drift. So now they only need to do is get Sasha and Bayley just into a storyline and build them back up. That's all they need to do, because they've done Charlotte, they've done Becky. It's now focus on the other 2 and have them go after Ronda. Maybe, try and cost Ronda, not cost Ronda the title, but try and interfere in the match at TLC with her and Nia. Kind of beat them both down, so Ronda keeps the title, but have them beat both Nia Jax and Ronda down. See what happens. We'll see what happens. That's what I would like to see anyway. Next up, we had Miz TV and his guest, the best in the world, Shane McMahon. And as usual, the Miz was bum-licking, if you will, bum-licking Shane McMahon, saying, you're the best in the world. I'm co-best in the world. We're great. We should form a tag team. And Shane was like, sorry, what? Because Shane was still, you know, still selling from Sunday. He was still all roughed up after the battering he took on Sunday. And Miz was like, yeah, we'll form a tag team. I've spoken to Paige, and she's given us opponents for tonight. And they brought out these two jobbers called the Bryan brothers. Obviously, they're in LA. They're in the Staples Center. So you're going to have something kind of related to Kobe Bryant in there. So they brought out the Bryan brothers. And they won. The jobbers won in 2 to 3 minutes, I think. Shane McMahon didn't get involved. The Miz started the match. And when he said to Shane, do you want to tag in? Shane was like, no, you go for it, Miz. It's all on you. And the Miz was like, okay, roll up, 1, 2, 3. The Bryan brothers bloody won. The jobbers won over the Miz. I've got something on my phone screen. There we go. Mental. Absolutely mental. This is why I thought it was fun. It was like weird booking, but in a really fun way. Like, the Miz has just lost. Like, he's being this cocky, not even cocky, this annoying lick ass, and then he got beaten by a bunch of jobbers. Like, what? What? Oh dear. So yeah, the new tag team champions are probably going to be the Bryan brothers, and I wouldn't be surprised after this next match we had the New Day versus the Bar in a Thanksgiving-styled match, and this is where the show started to go horrendously downhill. The New Day came out wearing 6 and 1 shirts. They had like the pilgrim kind of outfits on, and they had 6-1 on their shirt, obviously because they won the match at Survivor Series. And they were going through everything they were thankful for and whatnot. And they had the tables laid out with turkey on it and all the bollocks of Thanksgiving and whatnot. And not bollocks of Thanksgiving, but you get what I mean. Like, you know, all the stuff, the Thanksgiving buffet kind of thing. And the Bar came out with the Big Show, because obviously it was a 3-on-3, the Bar and the Big Show versus the whole of the New Day. 2 people went through tables. The Big Show and Sheamus went through tables, but after Sunday, after the Bar lost via someone pissing themselves, today the Bar lost via Sheamus getting hit by a turkey in the face. They are the tag team champions, and they just lost by someone pissing themselves and being hit with a turkey. Right. Okay. I didn't want to believe that tag team wrestling was dead in the WWE, but this has kind of solidified it for me. Like, it's pretty gone now, hasn't it? Which is really annoying because I quite enjoy tag team wrestling. But what's the point of it now? You've made both tag team champions look weak as fuck, basically. They both lost this week. AOP lost last night and the Bar have lost this tonight. So, what's the point? What is the point? I feel sorry for Undisputed Era when they want to come up, for War Raiders when they want to come up. Mustache Mountain, if they get called up, they're not going to have a chance. Absolutely not going to have a chance in the tag team division, because there probably won't be one when they get called up. Annoying. Annoying to say the least. Next up, we had Asuka and Naomi versus Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. Pretty throwaway match. I haven't even written any notes down for it. Asuka and Naomi won. Simple as that. Moving on. We had the Daniel Bryan promo talking about why he turned heel. Why he kicked AJ Styles in the balls last week to win the WWE title. It was quite possibly his best promo he's ever done. In my opinion. He spoke in the third person, and he was a proper sadistic fuck. Just simply put it, it was amazing. He was a proper bastard about it. And what can I say? It was fantastic promo. He was saying that, you know, he referenced back to his return speech, like, if you fight for your dreams will fight for you. And his dreams made him kick AJ Styles in the bollocks. And it was just like, this is fantastic, absolutely great. And then he said, the old Daniel Bryan is dead. This is the new Daniel Bryan. This is the WWE champion. He then got Greg Hamilton, the announcer, to announce that, you know, ladies and gentlemen, here is your WWE champion, the new Daniel Bryan. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait for this Daniel Bryan heel run. We also learned that it's going to be Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles at TLC in a normal singles match, not a TLC match. So I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be a great way to end 2018 with that match, and it's by far at the moment the best match on the card. Obviously, you've got Seth and Dean, which would be brilliant, no doubt, but Daniel Bryan and AJ on a pay-per-view, can't really go wrong with that, can you? But next up, we had the main event of the evening. Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton, a callback from 2006. Probably 2006, 2007, around there. Pretty standard match, if I'm honest. Orton won. Orton, the ending of the match was superb, to be fair. Rey did his slides to the outside of the ring. As he did that, slid straight into an RKO from Randy Orton. It was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Randy Orton then threw Rey back in the ring. Another RKO for a good measure. 1, 2, 3. Rey loses to Randy Orton. Throughout the match, Randy Orton was grabbing at Rey's mask and, like, you know, ripping from the eye holes. Standard heel work when it comes to luchadors and people wearing masks. At the end of the match, Randy Orton gets a chair, puts it in, like, around his neck, and rams him into the ring post. That was it. He rammed him into the ring post. As Rey fell back, his mask fell off, and it would be an absolutely massive shock. But we know what Rey looks like. He's been unmasked before. He's been unmasked on WCW. He's wrestled for like a good few months, maybe even a couple of years, without a mask on. It's nothing new. It's just, you know, great heel work. People probably don't know that he's been unmasked. They won't know that. But, you know, me being an old WCW child, I know what Rey looks like. I know that he's been unmasked already. And so it's nothing special kind of thing. We didn't see his face. He'll probably have a new mask next week. But it was just like, okay, he's been unmasked. Randy Orton's done his heel work. Fantastic. Do I care that much that Rey's been unmasked? No, because I've seen him unmasked before. Does it get easy heat on Randy Orton? Yes, it does, because he's unmasked a luchador. So, and you know, that's a big no-no in any Mexican style wrestling. You don't unmask a wrestler because that's their face. Their mask is their face. But we've seen it before. We've seen it before. But, you know, I'm not going to go on to that. It was just thinking of the positives of this match. The RKO after the slides was it's just perfection, and the way Rey sold it was perfect and all that. And that ended a SmackDown Live, which, like I said, loved at the start. The last 2/3, pretty drab, other than the Daniel Bryan promo, which was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. But yes, short review, but not much to talk about, to be fair. Hopefully next week we see a bit more action. Hopefully next week both shows can improve. It's not going to be too hard to improve on that. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see. It's WWE at the end of the day. They'll probably find some way to mess it up. But if you did like that, please leave a like. Oh, before I mention anything, we have got a new partner on the channel. We have linked up with Power Slam TV. I'll leave a link to their website in the description. Basically, they're a website a bit like the WWE Network. They've got thousands of hours of indie footage, like CZW. I think it might be a bit of Impact on there as well. I can't really remember. But they've got a load of old indie shows. They've got British indie shows like Over the Top in Ireland. They got that. They've got MLW. They've got loads of stuff. Hundreds of promotions thousands of hours of footage, so go check them out. Powerslam.tv, fantastic. And we've also hit over 50 subscribers on the channel, which, you know, it's more than we ever thought. You know, 4 blokes doing a podcast, having a laugh, talking about wrestling. We didn't think we'd ever hit 1,000 plays on the podcast. We didn't think we'll ever hit 50 subscribers, to be fair, on the YouTube. We didn't think we'll hit 2,000 followers on Twitter, but we have, and thank you all so much. It means a hell of a lot to us, and I'm sure it means a hell of a lot to the other 3 guys as well. It means a hell of a lot to me, considering I run all the social media stuff behind the scenes and whatnot. And, you know, to see us grow is fantastic sight to see. And hopefully with this new partnership as well, our first ever partnership, and, you know, we're going in the right direction. So if you want to hop in, if you haven't subscribed, it's probably best to do so. So please like, please subscribe, do it now, because we're on the up. We are on the up. And we are recording the podcast on Thursday. Any questions, send them along. If you want to get a question answered, we'll find space to answer it, I'm sure. And I will see you. I'll probably put a snippet of the podcast on Friday or whenever it's released. And then I'll see you next Monday, probably, because there isn't a pay-per-view this week. I might do a review on something on PowerSlam. Don't know yet. Haven't decided. But, like I said, like, subscribe. And I shall see you again Monday, at least, for Monday Night Raw. Thank you very much for watching.